Brrrah! What's up my people, my name is Spicy and today I have 9 stories coming out of the subreddit IDontWorkHereLady. The next goal for this channel is 2500 subscribers, and to celebrate this awesome milestone, I would be giving away 4 Amazon gift cards because I could not make it without you. If you enjoy my videos and want to support what we do here, leave a fire emoji in the comments and like this video. Congratulations Josh for the comment of the day. Brrrah! Plot twist, I do work here and I need you to listen to me. Please. So I work at a gas station. There is only one of us per shift, and the coworker on duty is one of my good friends, and I can only describe her as literally Fluttershy. She is super polite but very nervous, and once a customer starts getting rough with her or something at the station malfunctions, she starts internally panicking and it is hard for her to handle alone. We will call her H. Well, lightning struck very close to the station and the power cut out. We have emergency power, so it cut everything back on instantly, sans the power program she needed to run cards. And then customers began to flock to poor H, wanting their refunds. A manager and for her to fix it. I am on my white girl day off at Starbucks when I get a call from a very nervous stuttering H saying that she needs help ASAP and she never asked for someone to physically come help her, especially on an off day. So I knew it was bad. I get there and it is absolute chaos. Every pump has 4 cars waiting in line. She's got a line of irate people who prepaid with a card but lost their transaction in the surge, and because the card system was down, could not be refunded because our system won't let you do a card to cash refund. Also, the pumps are running at about a gallon a minute because of the lower than normal power supply. I did not have a uniform, so I threw on my lanyard hoping it will help and try to stop a woman from pulling into a pump, but she's not having it. I've been waiting in line for 10 minutes. It's your turn to wait. I work here. We're having problems and I need to reset the pump. It was all I could get out before she pulls up past me anyway. It took me an hour to finally block off the pumps because of a mixture between the cash prepaid people taking forever, me trying to direct them looking like an irate, speak to the manager, customer in yoga pants, people obviously pulling up besides cones, and people straight up mowing them down and not seeing them because it's under their car. Always keep a spare uniform. That must have been so overwhelming for this girl. Hopefully she did not freak out too badly. And people are idiots. Why run over the cones? But bless you for showing up and helping your friend out. I am sure she's grateful that she has you in her life. Lady tries to get me arrested for impersonating a Home Depot employee. So I work at a trampoline park that was fairly popular in the area, and our uniform was a dark red t-shirt with our company logo displayed prominently on the front and staff written on the back. After work one day, my dad came to pick me up as he needed help lifting bags of soil into his car at Home Depot. Keep in mind, Home Depot employees wear bright orange shirts and a brown apron / work belt. So when I got off work, me and my dad drove over to Home Depot to pick up the dirt, and there was a bit of a lineup to load the bags of dirt into the car. So I figured it will help everyone out to help loading up the cars in front of us as well. I loaded 3 cars with no issues and 3 warm thank yous from the people I helped, and even $5 from one older gentleman as a thank you. The 4th car, which was the last before my dad's, started fairly normally. I loaded the truck bed along with the husband, who we will call CH for cool husband, and finished in about 3 minutes. Then his wife, BW for mean wife, came up to me with their receipt in her hand asking if I needed to check it. Oh no, I don't actually work here. I was just helping people out, so me and my dad— Wait, you don't work here? She was taken aback and awkwardly held her receipt close to her chest protectively. I tried to explain again that I was just helping the line move quicker to help people out, but again, she cut me off. So why does it say staff on your shirt? Oh, I just work at the trampoline park around the corner. I just finished my shift. So why did that guy pay you for his soil? Oh, that was just a thank you. I don't expect any— Are you seriously trying to take advantage of that older gentleman? Not at all. He just gave— The wife cut me off again and started screaming at me. I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was along the lines of I was a cancerous child for scamming my elders out of their hard-earned money and she should call the police right now. My dad is a retired cop, so I was all for that idea. This is when the cool husband steps in and starts trying to calm her down. He manages to get her to stop yelling, but she continues to talk to me in that calm but stern voice like a teacher disciplining a student. My dad, who had been inside paying for the soil, then came out and walked over to see what all the fuzz was about. The wife then puts on this "you are so screwed now" look and proceeds to tell my father that I had just robbed an old man. At this point, the cool husband decides it is time to go, but before leaving, apologizes to me and hands me a $50 bill in full view of his wife. And at this point, she's sitting in the passenger seat looking dumbfounded at her husband, and he just got into his car with a little grin on his face and drove off. Even as they were halfway out to the parking lot, I could still hear her yelling at him through the open car window. Me and my dad still laugh about her to this day. Yeah, I kind of feel sorry for the husband having to listen to her yelling away the entire ride home. I would have probably cut my own ears if I was married to her, or contact a divorce attorney, I'm not sure. But I heard a lot of stories about old people just messing with each other, right? So the reason why he gave you that $50 was not to say thank you or sorry, but he paid $50 for a fireworks show. He knew that all the way home he would have to listen and deal with this angry wife. And since she will be mad, he can get home, grab a few beers, and watch TV all night and be in peace. I was sick, so I was back in college years ago, and I had a bad flu one year. It is 2 AM and I am wearing sweats. My hair is uncombed, I am dripping mucus from my face, and I am walking unsteady. Some lady walks up to me and tells me that I am a manager and I have to deal with a rude employee. I looked her right in the eyes and cough on her without one word. I walked away with her screaming that she was going to report me. To this day, I have no idea who she thought she was going to report it to. Well, she will report you to you, of course, you're the manager, right? And you will need to discipline yourself harshly and then probably sue yourself for sexual harassment or assault or both. But why were you there at 2 AM though? I am from here, but I don't work here. Or this is my house, lady. Just had a confusing moment at my front door a few minutes ago and I think it belongs here. I will paraphrase as best as I can remember. Someone knocked on my door and I answered. Me is me in AL is agitated lady. Hello? You let my husband in. Sorry? You told me you were closed, but you let my husband in. Where's the lady? What's going on? And who is your husband? And you told me you were closed, and the lady let my husband in. Tell me what she's doing. Where is she? About here. A young girl comes up the stairs and grabs the lady and, Mom, this is a house. It's not the shop. Where's the lady? Mom, you're on the wrong block. This is not the shop. It's a house. Well, why don't they have a sign up? Mom, come on. And they both leave with no more explanation. A block away are conjoined shots that do look vaguely like the terrace house block I live in. That was confusing. As confusing as the idea I need a sign up to tell people I'm not a shop. I need a good strong tea. Even though that sounds pretty weird to me, maybe the lady have some mental issues. I don't know. If she does, I just hope her family gets some help. But I've met some people that are really, let's say, lost in general. She might be one of them. Who knows? I'm not assuming anything, but you know, there are people that have high IQ, some others have average IQ, and some others, well, are not very fortunate. Was that mean? I'm not sure. If my face gets on the news for saying this, well, I will know that it was mean, but until then, let's get to the next story. My husband does not work here, lady. Husband, daughter, and I walk into our local grocery store for dinner items and beer. 8 years old, has $3 she's insisting on spending. So I am looking at Halloween decor while husband walks her up and down a couple of aisles showing her what she can and can't buy. My daughter and I are super Hispanical, and husband looks kind of not homeless, but not the type of person you just approach. Big red beard and minimal thought put on into his clothing. Oh, and just a grumpy former drill sergeant voice. Since his time in the army, he is enjoying being a stay-at-home dad. Unemployed, lol. I walk up to him and ask if he knows where the item I need is because I hardly ever grocery shop, and he goes like daily. As we are in the aisle, an older lady says, "Excuse me, can you help?" I immediately turn around, ready to let her know he does not work there, when I realize she really just needs a taller guy. She is having trouble reaching those really big water bottles that are far back on a high shelf. He helped her out, grabbed the bottles she needed, and she was super thankful and told us we had a beautiful and polite daughter. We are a biracial couple and have dealt with some weird situations. I go on the defensive far too quickly. This was just a wholesome exchange. I am mad at myself for assuming the worst right away, but I am super proud of my husband for being a good guy. Self-awareness. The difference is always self-awareness. Super Hispanical. I wonder what this means. I understand they're Hispanic, but why super Hispanical? But I guess that's a good way to say that you're Hispanic. It's unique, I guess. Hey man, where are you from? Hey dude, I'm super Hispanical, just so you know. Wow dude, that's so cool. But where's that? I just told you, I'm super Hispanical. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Dumb lady gets mad I'm not helping her at self-checkout. For the cast, DL for the dumb lady. Me is me, and E is the employee. The other day, I went to Walmart to get a container of BBS for my BB gun when I felt a tap on my shoulder. Finally, I found an employee going up my stuff. Sorry ma'am, I don't work here. Then why are you in a uniform? I look down and see that I am wearing a shirt like the one that Goku wears. Ma'am, you must be high if you think that my GI shirt is a uniform. How dare you speak to me like that? I will have you fired. Have fun with that. She then storms off and I go to the self-checkout and see the dumb lady. Did you grow a brain and decide to help me? I'm not helping you. That's a self-checkout. You ring yourself out and you're the one who should grow a brain. She then throws her stuff on the ground and drags an employee over to me. I want you to fire this man in the orange uniform. He is lazy and refused to help me. Hey, nice Goku shirt. Fire him. I can't fire customers. He does not work here. After that, I get my BBs and leave. Nice Goku shirt. Man, that employee was something else. But why would she throw her stuff on the ground if she needs them? She would have to pick them up anyway afterwards. What is she gonna do? Just let the thing sit there and go grab new ones? And that was a funny interaction. You should grow a brain. No, you should grow a brain. They look like kids arguing, but Karens. I just left. A few days ago, I was in the grocery store picking up a few things for my girlfriend because she was feeling sick. Karen came up and asked me to help her find some type of vitamin. We were not in the vitamin aisle. I told her I don't work here and she started freaking out and said a bunch of racial slurs. Also, I would like to point out that I was wearing shorts, flip-flops, and a band t-shirt. And the store uniform is pants and a neon green shirt with the store logo. Anyways, I think she thought I was Hispanic, but I am just a tan white dude. She said nasty things like, "You people!" And at this point, I was tired of dealing with this and just want to get back to my girlfriend. And I have all of my stuff I need except eggs. So I tell her I will go find the vitamins and bring them back to her. She thanks me, sarcastically, for finally doing your job. So I go grab my eggs and quickly self-checkout and leave. I wonder how long she waited for me to come back. I am confused because I was not wearing the uniform and was very clearly shopping. I hope she waited for a long time. That was actually genius. And that was a good way to escape the wrath of a Karen. You did good, comrade. And that was a very close call. I would have hated to go to your funeral. Well, where am I then? Not me, but my sister, who works at a popular fast food restaurant, A, known by a female's name and red pigtails. So another fast food restaurant, B, known by its similar stall logo, recently opened right beside restaurant A, and she has yet to hear anything good about restaurant B. Well, a few days after restaurant B opened, a total Karen comes into my sister's workplace already fuming. My sister is working the front register and Karen demands a manager straight off. My sister gets the manager and Karen slams a receipt on the counter saying, "First of all, the phone number on this receipt does not work." After looking at the receipt, the manager replies, "Ma'am, this receipt is from restaurant B." "Well, where am I then?" "Restaurant A." "Oh, well, I'm about to go over there and complain right now." At least she didn't cause a fire in your store. And at least she didn't have a meltdown like the entitled people that usually do this kind of thing. Poor manager at restaurant B that will eat this Karen wrath. I'm gonna lose my job? I am new to this, so sorry in advance. I recently had a great experience when wearing a new polo shirt I just bought in a very familiar shade of green, associated with a certain grocery store, a complete accident, with my company's name on it. I am an engineering intern at a large contractor, so the second time I wore the polo shirt, I also happened to be wearing black pants, the exact uniform of said grocery store, minus the logo on the shirt. I went to this grocery store to get some some dinner. All is fine until I am pushing my cart out to the car and a man is screaming at me saying, "Hey, you!" So I look up at him and he starts rambling at me on how said grocery store will replace all of you and how you won't have a job, you're gonna have no job. I kindly replied, "I don't work here, I am an engineer," and drive away. Never seen someone so confused in my life. I would enjoy giving Karen a bill for time taking up listening to said complaint at engineering rates. I wonder if something happened between you and that guy to cause him to yell. Check out my playlist right here for IDontWorkHereLady videos. If you can show me some support by liking the video and subscribing, this will mean the world to me. Also hit the bell button to know when we post a new video and join the notification gang. Thank you again for watching this episode of IDontWorkHereLady. See ya!